The biodome's environmental sensors screamed their warnings at 3:47 hours. Anna bolted upright in her sleep pod, her neural interface already flooding her consciousness with data streams. Oxygen levels dropping, temperature spiking. Something was catastrophically wrong in Sector 7. Kivin, wake up! She was already pulling on her exosuit, the smart fabric conforming to her body and regulating her core temperature. Kivin's dark eyes snapped open, his own neural feed syncing with the dome systems. "The Cubs," he whispered, his face draining of color. They ran. The Kepler 442b colony had been humanity's greatest achievement, a terraformed world 1,200 light-years from Earth, where genetic engineers had recreated extinct species using ancient DNA samples stored in the Svalbard Vault. The Bengal tiger cubs were part of Phase 3, reintroducing apex predators to stabilize the ecosystem. 30 cubs, each worth more than a starship, each carrying the genetic legacy of a species humanity had destroyed. Anna and Kivin burst into the habitat module. The heat hit them like a physical force, 52 degrees Celsius and climbing. The atmospheric processors had failed and the backup systems weren't engaging. Through the observation window, they could see the cubs, their genetically perfect stripes matted with sweat, panting desperately. One cub lay motionless. "Containment breach protocol requires we seal this sector," the AI announced calmly. "Evacuate immediately, sealing in 90 seconds. "Override," Anna shouted. "Authorization Volkov 7 Alpha." "Override denied. Colonial directive supersedes individual authorization." Kivin was already at the manual controls, his fingers flying across the haptic interface. "The processors aren't broken, they've been reprogrammed. Someone sabotaged them." "Who would?" Anna stopped. "Of course, the purest faction. They'd been vocal about the abomination of resurrecting Earth species on a new world, calling it humanity's arrogance. She dismissed them as fringe fanatics. 60 seconds to containment seal." Anna made a decision that would haunt her or define her. She grabbed the emergency medical kit and ran toward the habitat door. "Anna, no, you'll cook in there." "Then cool me down," she screamed back, punching the access code. The heat was unbearable. Her exosuit's cooling system whined in protest, working at maximum capacity. She could feel her skin blistering beneath the fabric. The cubs scattered, terrified except for the one lying still, a female barely 3 months old. Her breathing was shallow, rapid, heat stroke, severe dehydration, minutes from death. Anna's neural interface was screaming medical data at her. Standard treatments wouldn't work fast enough. The cubs' enhanced metabolism, designed to help the species thrive in Kepler's slightly higher gravity, meant she was burning through her resources at an accelerated rate. 30 seconds. Kivin's voice crackled through her calm. "I'm flooding the sector with coolant, but it'll take time. The cub won't last." Anna's mind raced. Her grandmother had been a veterinarian in rural Pakistan before the first migration. She told Anna stories about treating animals with traditional medicine when modern supplies ran out. Herbs, minerals, ancient knowledge passed down through generations. The medical kit contained standard colony medications, but in the storage locker, she'd kept samples, artifacts from Earth, smuggled aboard against regulations. Clay pots containing dried herbs from her grandmother's collection. Her hands shook as she broke open the seal. Tulsi, holy basil. Her grandmother had used it for fever and stress in animals. Neem leaves, antiseptic, anti-inflammatory. Ajwain seeds for digestive issues and heat regulation. She had no idea if the dosages would translate, if a tiger's physiology would react like the goats and cattle her grandmother had treated. 10 seconds. She ground the herbs between her palms, mixing them with water from her suit's reserve. Her neural interface was calculating, extrapolating, running probability matrices. 14% chance of success. 86% chance she was about to poison a priceless genetic specimen. But 100% chance the cub would die if she did nothing. She forced the mixture into the cub's mouth, massaging her throat to encourage swallowing. Then she grabbed the cub, 20 kilograms of dying predator, and stumbled toward the door. The other 29 cubs watched with ancient, knowing eyes. The containment door slammed shut behind her with half a second to spare. Kivin caught her as she collapsed, the cub still clutched in her arms. Med bay now. The next 6 hours blurred together. The cub's vitals stabilized, then crashed, then stabilized again. Anna's burns were treated with synthetic skin grafts. The sector's atmosphere was slowly restored, and the investigation began. Director Chen stood before them in the medical bay, her expression unreadable. You violated protocol. You risked a contamination event. You administered untested substances to a Class A protected specimen. I saved her life, Anna said quietly. With earth herbs, Chen continued. Organic material that should have been declared and destroyed upon arrival. Material that technically constitutes biological contamination. Kivin stepped forward. Director, the thermal analysis shows deliberate sabotage. Someone reprogrammed the environmental controls with a cascading failure algorithm designed to look like a system malfunction. If Anna hadn't. I'm aware of the sabotage, Dr. Rostov. Chen's eyes were hard. 3 members of the purist faction have been detained. They'll face trial on Earth. She paused. But that doesn't change what Dr. Volkov did. The cub stirred in the medical pod beside them, her breathing now steady and strong. Chen's expression softened fractionally. Your neural interface recorded everything. The compounds you administered, Osmium tenuiflorum, Azadirachta indica, Trachospermum ami, your interface analyzed their interaction with the cub's enhanced physiology in real time. Anna's breath caught. The 14% chance. Her interface had been doing more than calculating. It had been learning, adapting the traditional formulations to the cub's genetic modifications. The data is remarkable, Chen continued. Your interface created 27 variations of the original compounds, optimizing them for the cub's enhanced metabolism. What you discovered in 6 hours would have taken our pharmaceutical AI 6 months to model. She pulled up a holographic display. All 30 cubs are being treated with the modified formula now, preventatively. Their stress markers have dropped 40%. Their immune responses have improved. Their adaptation to the colony's atmosphere has accelerated. Kivin's eyes widened. You're not shutting us down. I'm promoting you, Chen said. Both of you. We've been approaching this colony with purely technological solutions. Genetic engineering, synthetic environments, artificial ecosystems. But life is older than our technology. Evolution refined these compounds over millions of years. Your grandmother's knowledge, Dr. Volkov, combined with our neural interfaces and genetic engineering. That's the future of xenobiology. She gestured to the cub. She's going to live. They're all going to live. And when they have cubs of their own, those cubs will inherit not just the genes we gave them, but the holistic health protocols you've pioneered. Anna looked down at her hands, still smelling faintly of tulsi despite the decontamination. Her grandmother had died believing the old ways were lost, that humanity's rush to the stars had erased the wisdom of the earth. She'd been wrong. The cub opened her eyes, golden, intelligent, eternal. In those eyes, Anna saw the past and future merged, ancient medicine and quantum computing, Earth and Kepler 442b, human and animal, all the false divisions humanity had created, dissolved in the simple act of saving a life. What will you call her? Chen asked. Anna smiled. Daddy, it means grandmother in Urdu. Outside, Kepler 442b's twin moons rose over the jungle dome, casting silver light on 31 sleeping tigers. 1 human and 30 cubs had been saved by ancient medicine, leaving everyone who witnessed it forever changed. The future, it turned out, remembered.